going to lay the facts in front of you today. You as an audience are going to be hearing what the experts and the public are saying about the feud between iPhones and Androids. iPhone expert and journalist Cam Booten stated that in 2007, Apple released what the world called the Jesus phone. If Steve Jobs wanted to put a dent in the universe, this is a product that really did it. No product before or since has had such a big impact on the consumer market as the iPhone did when it was released in 2007. And ever since then, the iPhone has been on the top of their market. Through personal experience and extensive research on facts and opinions, I have become very knowledgeable about the details and preferences when it comes to picking an iPhone over an Android. I'm going to try to convince you to ignore people who are anti-iPhone, so that you will see how great owning an iPhone really is. I'm going to talk to you about how iPhone can make your life easier with no bloatware, faster OS updates than Androids, better hardware and software integration, family sharing, which Androids don't contain, and the facts that iPhones make certain apps available way before Androids. I know that many of you have spent valuable time going back and forth between iPhone and Androids to find which one is a better pick for you. This isn't just about what suits you, this is about which phone can make you and your family's life easier. There has been a long-going debate from cell phone users about whether iPhones or Androids are better cell phones. The debate has stirred up hasty conversations on social media and between friends. According to Apple CEO Tim Cook, 30% of new iPhone buyers had switched from Android devices in the July to September 2015 quarter. And this week, Cook reiterated that the trend is accelerating. We were blown away by the level of Android switchers that we had this last quarter. It was the highest ever by far. I'd like to take some time to show how some of the advantages that iPhones have over Androids. These advantages are supported in the article by Mark Spooner, editor-in-chief of leading technology websites and widely known technology expert. Spooner says that even though he is an Android user, whenever family or friends ask for phone suggestions, he always recommends iPhones, and here is why. iPhones and Apple make life generally easier with easy-to-use technology, no bloatware, which is another term for useless built-in apps, OS updates when you want them, better hardware and software integration, which includes sensitivity to touch, family sharing, and quicker app availability. According to Spooner, it took Instagram 2 years to debut on Android after it launched for iPhone. Android often receives a lot of praise for some of the technology it contains. But truth be told, iPhones are more satisfying because they are less likely to run out of space or have software issues that Androids often have due to their frequent updating issues. Finding a phone that better suits your needs will make your life easier, especially when it comes to the professional world. iPhones satisfy all of your daily needs without overdoing it. An iPhone is good for kids and adults because it is family friendly with its sharing options that allow you to save money by sharing purchases on the App Store with up to 6 people. Overall, the iPhone is user-friendly and adaptable for your everyday needs. Matt Johnston, long-term iPhone user, moved from iPhone to Android, and he completely regretted this bold move. According to Matt Johnston, he had to change too many Android apps to third-party applications that it hardly looked like an Android anymore. He had to download apps for messaging and notifications just to ensure that he didn't miss any messages from family and friends. To sum this up, Matt missed his iPhone. There are many occasions like this where people switched to Android and were unhappy. I have personally regretted my short switch to Android for reasons discussed throughout this speech. If you stick to Apple devices, it is easy to organize your business life by connecting all of your electronics together. Apple also provides various ways for you to find help when trying to fix a problem on your device. Unlike Android, who is known to leave every man for himself when it comes to issues by not providing a sufficient amount of support in customer service. For any audience member out there that has changed back and forth between the iPhone and Android to try and find the perfect fit, do you remember when your Android heated up to where it almost burned your hand? Or when you couldn't find the application you were looking for and you missed a great picture or gave up on sending a quick text? When you had an iPhone, do you remember being happy with its user-friendly technology and fast updates? I know I do. Android supporters state that Apple fans who want lots of space on their iPhones have to cough up big bucks in order to get it. While this is true with the removable memory cards that Androids have, iPhones have many more benefits, such as being amazingly uncomplicated, that they alleviate the anger and confusion that comes with Androids. In 2016, technology journalist Android Vados found that 70 cases of Galaxy Note 7 smartphones bursted into flames were reported in the US. And in many of these incidents, the smartphones were charging when they were suddenly caught fire. The Galaxy S7 in question started overheating and then smoke gradually came out of the device. There are even some cases of Androids bursting into flames when they aren't even charging. We must ignore anti-iPhone advocates. We have to do what makes our lives simpler and easier by avoiding confusion and unreliable technology. We must remember that iPhone provides the solutions to our problems in which Androids sometimes ignore. Again, this includes easy-to-use technology, no bloatware, OS updates when you want them, better hardware and software integration, family sharing, and quicker app availability. Going along with all the other perks that come with having an iPhone, mobile technology journalist Ewan Spence claims that Android falls far behind Apple in its ability to keep users safe. This is due to the fact that Android gave up its rights to control data and security patches to gain an increase in marketing, which is a major issue that Android continually ignores. Todd Hickson, who has a background in technology, media, and telecommunications, also says, "We are early in the smartphone era. As long as Apple can stay significantly better and take care of its customers, it has a long way to run." From the information laid upon you today, we can be positive that Apple has continued to advance and hold their ground in technology and in customer service. This has led to an increase in iPhone carriers for all of the right reasons.